No specific subject is present in the provided news articles. AppsBeeper is implementing a fix to allow users to access the service again after being blocked by Apple. However, the fix requires users to have access to a Mac. This news is considered good, as it shows that AppsBeeper is actively working to address the issue and provide a solution for its users.
Microsoft Copilot now has a music creation feature through an integration with GenAI music app Suno. This news is considered good as it enhances the capabilities of Copilot and provides users with a new creative tool.
My Pocket Lawyer aims to democratize access to legal advice and guidance through its online platform. This news is considered good as it promotes accessibility to justice for individuals who may not have easy access to legal resources.
Google reached a settlement for a lawsuit over Google Play Store and agreed to pay $700 million. This news is considered bad, as it implies that Google may have been involved in unlawful practices and had to pay a significant amount as a result. Amo, a startup known for releasing social apps, is launching its third app, which bears similarities to the previously popular Zenly app. This news is considered neutral, as it depends on individual users' opinions and experiences with Zenly and their interest in Amo's new app.
AIEU plans to support AI startups by providing access to supercomputers for model training. This is good news as it offers valuable resources to startups and promotes innovation in the AI industry.
Microsoft Copilot integrates with Suno to compose songs. This is good news as it offers additional functionality to users and enhances the capabilities of the AI-powered chatbot.
The predictions for AI in 2024 anticipate that it will continue to grow and evolve. This is good news as it suggests that AI technology will have a significant impact across various industries.
ImpriMed aims to expand its AI technology into human oncology. This is good news as it shows the potential for AI to advance cancer treatment and improve personalized medicine. OpenAI is strengthening its safety processes to prevent harm from AI. This is good news as it demonstrates the company's commitment to responsible AI development. Bluebird, a pharmaceutical company specializing in gene therapy for rare diseases, is facing financial difficulties. To address this, the company plans to raise $250 million through two funding methods, a public offering and a partnership with finance firm Alterna. The funds will be used to support the company's general operations as well as to further advance the commercialization of their gene therapy products.
Gilead and Compugen have signed a lucrative deal worth up to $848 million. Compugen, an Israeli cancer immunotherapy company, will receive an upfront payment of $60 million from Gilead. The deal grants Gilead the license to Compugen's antibody, which is designed to block the interaction between the IL-18 binding protein and IL-18. This immunotherapy approach has the potential to be a significant development in the treatment of cancer.
Carl Icahn, an activist investor, has a good news for Illumina shareholders. He plans to target the company's board and remove directors who are seen as having conflicts of interest. This decision comes after Illumina announced the divestiture of Grail, a subsidiary, following a long antitrust battle with regulators. Novo Nordisk Foundation has good news as they are investing $260 million into a research and vaccine initiative aimed at developing immunizations against deadly respiratory diseases such as influenza and tuberculosis. This initiative shows their commitment to addressing public health concerns and improving global vaccine accessibility to combat these diseases.
GSK's Jemperli Zejula combo has had a good news in a phase 3 trial for endometrial cancer. The study showed that the combination of Jemperli and chemotherapy, followed by Zejula, resulted in improved progression-free survival for patients with advanced or recurrent endometrial cancer.
Biopharma Layoff Tracker 2023, Atera, Reneo, Vir, and more cut staff. This article announces the recent layoffs in the pharmaceutical and biotechnology industry. Some of the companies mentioned include Atera, Reneo, Vir, and others. And Atavistic Bio has received good news as they recently raised an additional $40 million in funding. This funding will allow them to advance their precision allosteric small molecule therapeutics. Allosteric refers to a type of drug that binds to a specific receptor site on a protein, affecting its function. Small molecules are typically drugs that are able to penetrate cells easily and have the potential for therapeutic benefits. Atavistic Bio's focus on precision and small molecule therapeutics indicates their commitment to developing targeted and effective treatments. Avacta Group plc has announced the appointment of a chief business officer. This is good news for Avacta because it signifies the company's intention to strengthen its business operations and drive growth. A chief business officer is an executive leadership position responsible for overseeing and managing the strategic business operations of a company. They are typically responsible for key areas such as business development, sales, marketing, and partnerships. By appointing a chief business officer, Avacta aims to enhance its business strategies, develop new partnerships, expand its customer base, and ultimately drive revenue growth. This demonstrates the company's commitment to achieving its business goals and further establishing itself as a successful player in the industry.
Good news. BioCardia has enrolled and treated the first patient in its Cardialo Phase 2 clinical trial for the treatment of ischemic heart failure of reduced ejection fraction. Explanation of medical terms. Ischemic heart failure is a condition where the heart muscle does not receive enough blood and oxygen due to narrowed or blocked blood vessels. Reduced ejection fraction refers to the heart's inability to pump blood effectively, often measured by the percentage of blood pumped out with each contraction.
Ayana Bio has a good news because they have appointed industry veteran Jim Hamilton to their board of directors. Jim Hamilton is a former president of DSM Nutritional Products USA and CEO of OmniActive Health Technologies. Biotech and health dog cancer treatment. Impromed aims to expand its AI technology into human oncology. Good news. Impromed, a precision medicine startup, plans to leverage its AI-powered technology in canine cancer treatment to benefit human oncology as well. Apple Watch Series 9 sales to be halted over patent dispute. Bad news. Apple will be stopping sales of its Series 9 smartwatch due to a patent dispute, which could impact their revenue and customer base.
In the fight against methane, a key GHG, Valley investors have hit upon an unusual target, cow burps. Good news. Valley investors, including Zachary Bogue and Chris Sacca, are working on reducing methane emissions caused by cow burps, which supports environmental sustainability efforts.
Cogita, a wholesale marketplace for retailers, raises $86 million Series B to compete with Anchor Store in Europe. Good news. Cogita, a wholesale marketplace for retailers in the health and beauty sectors, secured $86 million in funding to expand and compete with Anchor Store in Europe, providing more options for retailers and stimulating competition in the market.
Machine learning is set to speed up the detection of contamination in food factories. Good news. The application of machine learning in food factories will enhance contamination detection, ensuring food safety, and preventing illnesses in consumers. One clothing influencer shopping app LTK adds creator product reviews in its latest update. Overall, this news is good for LTK as it enhances the shopping experience for its users by providing product reviews from influencers. This added feature can help build trust and confidence in the platform.
2. Lyft follows Uber's lead and removes its mask mandate.
This news is seen as negative as it means Lyft is no longer requiring face masks for riders and drivers. Given the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, this decision raises concerns about the safety and well-being of Lyft users and employees.
3. Amazon expands its custom-fit clothing service made for you with athletic tees.
Commerce Y, a company backed by Y Combinator, trains algorithms to predict grocery demand. This is good news as it addresses the issue of poor grocery demand forecasting, which leads to significant food waste.
Jumia has discontinued its food delivery service, Jumia Food, due to tough competition from well-funded rivals. This is bad news for the company as it indicates that their food delivery business was not profitable in the current market.
Bolt, the one-click checkout company, has confirmed another round of layoffs, indicating a negative development for the company. These layoffs follow previous ones in recent years.
Temu has filed a lawsuit against Shein accusing them of aggressive contracts and abusive legal practices. This suggests potentially bad news for Shane, as the lawsuit puts their business practices in a negative light. Cogita, a wholesale marketplace for retailers in Europe, has raised a significant Series B funding round, which is good news for the company. The funding will help them compete with their competitor, Anchor Store. CryptoEthSign brings DocuSign-like features to Line, Telegram with a Web3 twist. Good news. This development brings decentralized technology to popular messaging platforms, expanding the accessibility and functionality of blockchain-based document signing.
WazirX volume falls off a cliff amid India's crypto scrutiny. Bad news. The regulatory pressure and overall slump in the digital asset market have led to a significant decrease in trading volume at WazirX, hindering its growth and profitability.
Robinhood is on a quest to dive deeper into crypto. Good news. Although Robinhood is not a crypto-focused platform, their research into understanding customer needs and preferences indicates a potential expansion of their crypto services.
Why these 30 Web3 founders are optimistic about 2024. Good news. The survey results show that the majority of Web3 founders are optimistic about the opportunities for crypto startups in the coming year, suggesting a positive outlook for the industry.
Crypto hacks and chaos aren't halting this holiday season. Bad news. Despite the festive season, hackers are still active in the crypto space, potentially compromising user security and causing disruptions. Housing market slowdown has a bad news. Spending and job growth in sectors tied to the housing market are struggling.
Bank of Japan chief has a good news. Kazuo Ueda avoids talk of rate increase.
Bank of Japan has a good news. They kept their policy targets unchanged. Fed official has a good news. Rate cuts could be needed next year to prevent over-tightening.
Big taxes has a bad news. Debt is more expensive, and rich countries are turning to voters and businesses to pay for rising spending needs.
Central banks has a good news. They should keep the market flooded with money, but they might not due to unpredictable demand for liquidity.
Fashion Off Script launches an app to create and buy AI-designed fashion. Good news. The company is introducing a new app that allows users to create and purchase AI-designed fashion, showcasing their innovation and providing new options for customers.
The circular economy promises to remake retail. Why is it so hard to trust? No specific company mentioned. Coach's knitwear supplier bets $1 million on Jelly Bean's fashion prediction tech. Good news. The supplier is investing in a fashion prediction technology, indicating their confidence in its potential to improve their wear designs.
Peer-to-peer fashion rental marketplace. Pickle picks up $8 million. Good news. Pickle, a fashion rental platform, has $8 million in funding, which will support their expansion and growth, offering more options for users and potential passive income for closet owners. Boys Club co-founders want crypto skeptics to see it as a tool, not just a vehicle for finance or investments. No specific company mentioned.
Wall Street has good news. The stock market is on a continuous rise, with the Dow reaching its fifth straight record. This increase in stocks is due to the Federal Reserve's hint at potential rate cuts.
Fintech Salesforce has acquired Spiff, an automated commission management platform. Good news. The acquisition will enhance Salesforce's sales team automation capabilities.
Tamara, a Saudi buy now, pay later platform, has raised $340 million in a Series C funding round. Good news. The funding round values Tamara at $1 billion, indicating growth and investor confidence in the company. No specific company mentioned. The article discusses flawed growth and profitability assumptions. No judgment can be made about the overall news. No specific company mentioned. The article discusses flawed growth and profitability assumptions. No judgment can be made about the overall news.
Opendoor co-founder Eric Wu is stepping down from the real estate tech company. Good news. Wu's departure indicates his desire to focus on starting a new venture and suggests potential entrepreneurial opportunities in the industry. Olay, an on-demand fashion app, recently closed a $1.5 million funding round. This is good news for Ole, as it shows investor confidence and financial support for the company's growth.
Psyche, a Web3 platform that combines luxury fashion with blockchain technology, has received backing from 776. This is good news for Psyche as it indicates support from a reputable investor, which can help the company succeed in the fashion industry.
Farfetch, a luxury fashion marketplace, closed at 28.45 cents on its first day of trading on NYSE, up 42%. This is good news for Farfetch as it demonstrates a strong stock market debut and investor enthusiasm for the company.
Zalando has launched Emeza, a luxury goods and fashion portal with prices up to $1,000. This is neutral news as it simply reports the launch of a new online platform without specifying the company's performance or reception.
Secondaries investors say some valuations are still too high. This indicates bad news for startups as it suggests that the valuations of certain sectors are still inflated, making it unattractive for secondaries investors.
The outlook for startups in 2024 is hazy. This suggests bad news for startups, as it implies that the upcoming year may not be much better than the previous year in terms of their budget share.
Okta acquires security firm Spera. This news is good for Okta as it signifies their expansion and growth in the industry by acquiring a security firm, which can enhance their offerings and services. EU to expand support for AI startups to tap its supercomputers for model training. This is good news for AI startups as it highlights the European Union's plan to provide access to processing power for model training on supercomputers. This can benefit AI startups in their development and innovation.
Music marketing startup Breaker raises more capital, pays $3.5 million to creators. This news indicates good news for Breaker as they have successfully raised more capital, allowing them to invest in their platform and pay creators. This can contribute to their growth and success.
Venture secondaries investors say some valuations are still too high. Bad news for startups, as it suggests that some sectors still have inflated valuations, making them less attractive to investors. The outlook for startups in 2024 is hazy. Bad news for startups, as it indicates that the upcoming year might not bring significant improvements compared to 2023 in terms of budget allocation.
My Pocket Lawyer aims to make justice more accessible. Good news, as this online platform intends to democratize access to legal advice, providing more accessibility to justice.
Startup shutdowns and AI showdowns. The 2023 Chronicles. Neutral news, as it is a podcast discussing critical themes from 2023 without specifically mentioning any company's performance. SoftBank sells Open Opportunity Fund to Black and Latino executives. Neutral news as it highlights a business transaction where SoftBank is selling the Open Opportunity Fund to specific individuals without indicating the implications for the fund or the involved executives.